Good evening. We've returned. You're not going to capture the... There you go. Okay. We are in fact recording. It seems that Egypt and Seleucia are back at war again. We got at least one viewer. Open me a bottle of cherry juice, cranberry cherry juice. I just met like another furry who, well, I met another furry today, and yeah, it was good to meet him. We got a meal and hung out, and then back on Friday, I met another who streams games. I met Lomathron. No, sorry, Lomathron. Yeah, that's his name. And yeah, so we're trying to wear down our aggressive expansion. What are we trying to do? Convert Rugia into Venetia. Can't really... There's nobody else to lay claims on. Arcanalia, where are you? Oh, you're at that tiny state. Alright. We have this under control. Just waiting to get our aggressive expansion down. Stadium deserted. It appeared that this year hardly anybody turned up to the Olympic Games, and the event had to be cancelled. The disappointment felt across the whole of Greece is palpable. Perhaps next Olympiad will be better. That is sad. The stressful environment killed her. We need a Cappadonian governor. Governor in Cappadocia. Well, we've got to pick somebody for that aggrieved family. But yeah, it feels good to just get back into this game. I really love it. Miserly. By all means. How are our ethnicities doing? Sarahustron. Culture group. We still don't have enough. Okay. Got a new invention, if I'm correct. We've unlocked everything, except for, obviously, the worthless researches in the religious realm. Yeah. Civics. What can I do here? Oh, oratory. Greater or equal to 90. Shift cipher. Okay. Let's do something that is a civil thing. What's the most basic thing that we should get? Earned manumission. I don't care about outputting slaves or tribesmen. All the tribal stuff. Tribal advocates. Appointing advocates to speak on behalf of foreign tribal societies within our borders gives them a voice within our political process, which increases their output by 3%. Cute. Governor over here from that aggrieved family who is not corrupt. Polymath. Nice. Alright, we have someone else. Dakia. We'll do you. And we can get an omen. Already removing aggressive expansion. Let's go ahead and call in Baal and try to just increase our popularity. Divine sacrifice. The Council of Tarsus has taken upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of privately owned slaves. We could intervene if we think it's best. Think it best. Letting slaves get too comfortable could have repercussions. Yeah, let's have some Roman freemen. She ate a particularly rotten herring at the age of 77. What is this? Oh, yeah. Martial advances. Somebody who is not corrupt. Yeah, we'll do Octavius. I appreciate the name now expands over the territory. It's beautiful to see. It has come to our attention that one of the main grain stores of the province of Decapolis was engulfed in an unfortunate conflagration last night, along with much of the stockpile contained within. We can rebuild the stockpile, but some officials argue the size of the reserve is not necessary, would rather the money spent elsewhere. It's a strategic thing. And we need somebody who's skilled with use. Would be use. Okay, got this name right. Excuse me. Alus falls ill. Alus boy has sent word that he has fallen ill. Perhaps if he is wealthy enough, he will seek treatment for his own volition. Otherwise, we can always step in if the condition worsens. Mentagra. A mysterious disease thought to have been spread by kissing and bodily contact. Mentagra displayed a facial rash with sores and severe discomfort. Does it affect his character portrait at all? Doesn't seem to. Seek treatment. Let's do that. governor over here. Horatia. We'll do you. By all means. Please tell me these guys are not at war. Yeah, they are. Crap. I've gotta snap up that territory. Quick. Okay, it's gonna be within the year that we can go to war. Disagreement on the highest level. Boyi Prima, a woman of sound reputation, and Curtatia Prima, a noble woman of great virtue, has recently started to spar furiously whilst attending the Senate. Such behavior is unbecoming of these people's stature. However, we have been called upon to take a side in this latest conflict. Go with a less loyal person. Increase their loyalty. Should be able to go to war in 11 months. Zealous will do you into your prima. What? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I saw the navy there. I was like, why is there a navy in the middle of land? I thought there was an army at first. Imperator. From that aggrieved family. Do you? I don't know if my housemate woke up or something like that. So walk about 3 more months until the World War. Plea for asylum. Ascot Metrobades, wearied and bedraggled, comes before our Senate seeking protection from the schemes and plots of Rubonia. Our advisors inform us that this man is a sibling of the Rubonia ruler and would have been eminently in line for the line to the throne. Many opportunities present themselves for making a statement. Okay, we can keep them in case we conquer them. And we'll be going to war in the next month. Okay. So let's go ahead, pay the army and fleet, and prepare for war. Oh, poo. I don't think you even need the fleet, so if anything, I'm gonna go ahead, save money and not pay them. Okay, so that's arranged. Heavy infantry in the front, light infantry in the back. Let's get them to move down here. Where's you? You can take that fortress. So How are you gonna meddle? Grand. Oh, good. We now have 100%. That's probably the shortest war I've had in a brief bit. Okay. Disband all levies. Dude, okay, so why didn't we accomplish into Venetia? Dominant Hellenic religion. Acquire Tarantia. Do they have any allies? None whatsoever. Nice, nice. I'm just gonna wait until my war score the war exhaustion goes down. The 333rd Olympiad. Since the glorious days of Mighty Heracles, the young men of Greece have every 4 years competed in the Olympic Games in order to win fame and fortune for themselves and glory for their nation. Held in Olympia, the Games are an opportunity for all in Greece to lay down arms, embrace and pay homage to their forefathers. As we control the ancient side of the Games, it is our duty to hold the Games this year. We should think carefully before proclaiming otherwise. It's 552 AD. Oh, it's the 11th of September. Nice. Yeah, Justinian would be reigning by this time. And the Justinianic plague would probably be happening right now. Yeah, let's hold it. In the real world. Celebration. Another 5 years has passed since the completion of the Pyramid of Mosa. To be able to celebrate it, we can seize upon a spontaneous celebration and turn it into something official. Yes, let's celebrate it. Yeah, 4 more months until we can go to war again. The stadium is deserted once again. That is most unfortunate. Oh, come on. Testia needs a governor who is the most competent but not corrupt. We'll do Fabia. Friends across borders. Our Titus boy Dolabella has friends far outside our borders, often trying to use his network to the advantage of our nation. He believes his friendship with the physician of Parthia could be put into use to increase their opinion of us. All we would have to do is to send some of our wealth his way, and he will try to improve our reputation in Parthia. Physician. Nice. Yeah, let's send the gold. Okay. Arabia needs a governor. Somebody who is competent. We'll do this person. Okay, so we can go to war with these people now. So let's go ahead. Oh, we forgot to turn that down. Okay. So there's that. There's 2 forts. Blockade their port over here. Besiege. take it down a notch. If we're besieging rapidly. Grand. Do they have any mercenaries at all? Nothing. Was good. Eventually, we'll take their city. Already taken their capital. Oh, good. Oh, they only had 7 ships. Okay. That's the best strategy. Naval envelopment. Of course it is. Great, we have 100% war score. Let's sue for peace. Grab all of that. The Urbonia elite. After a protracted conquest, we finally routed the Urbonia armies and laid waste to their lands. During the sacking of their capital, many important prisoners were taken, many of them having previously held important positions in the Urbonia court. They now languish in our dungeons, awaiting whatever fate we decide to impose upon them. If we banish those who class with the rest of the sword, we lose 0.5 aggressive expansion. So we'll always do that. So let's go ahead. Military. Disband that levy. No. This one. Decrease everything. Send our navy over here, let's say. Okay, acquire Turintia. Get 15 political influence. Convert Rugia. So where's that? Conquer Lugia. Oh, we gotta convert Wenetia. Hellenic religion. Okay. Picking a side. Favoritism. What's the difference? Triumphant Wenetia. Okay, so we need to go ahead and start converting this area. Yep, it's converting. Okay, so it just takes its time to convert. Lugia is this place. What cities do we have here? Build earthworks. Build a library instead. Also converting... Convert Rugia. Where is Rugia? I'm gonna need to search this. Oh, it's you. You're up here. Big city. Okay. Probably can get rid of the... Let's build another one of these. Another one of these. Rugium. There. And we will gradually convert you. That's literally all we're doing right now. Is conversion. Speed this up. Motrist. But what is Motrist? I don't know what Motrist is. It's so strange. We need a governor for Greece. Pick you. What does it mean for somebody to be Motrist? I'm gonna look this up. Motrist is a polytheistic religion present along the eastern shores of the Baltic Sea. Polytheistic faith focused on worshipping a mother goddess, historically present along the eastern shores of the Baltic Sea. Cool. I didn't know that. Roman freeman peers. Let's get some Roman freemen in here. Let's do a sacrifice. Venetia. Can we import people? Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait until they gradually convert. We got an election soon. Oh, the election happened. Senatorial resistance, Appius Fabius Habitus, has proven to be a contentious... Look at that face. Has been proven to be a contentious candidate as consul. Previously an outspoken critic of the government, he was spoken of with contempt during meetings of the Senate. All were surprised, therefore, when he was elected to rule Rome, casting aside any notions of propriety and class. With such underwhelming popularity amongst the elite, It is hard to see how Appius will get anything done. Go ahead and try to increase our popularity. We get a governor over here. Pick you. First off, let's do a military prefect, because that doesn't matter as much. I'm more worried about the governors, if anything. Yeah. Let's get somebody who's competent for Scythia. Yeah, let's do Dolabella. Tuamond Aedgid, this Archon of Alesia Germanica, has cordially invited our consul to a banquet of great significance. It seems that he has the intention of forging a friendship between our two nations. Splendid. So, now that we're consul, that face, look at him. Suspicious. Appius knows exactly who's out to get him. Everyone that isn't called to Appius Fabius Habitus. Vengeful. Nothing can stand between Appius and those who have wronged him. Characters of this trait are more likely to murder their way to the top. Steadfast, unnoticeable, dumb. Appius was never one for the intellectual pursuits. Damn. Let's see. How do we, increase scheme sponsor games? Let's do Malacca. Upon the agenda improving the province of Hypania Minoris, the rich and wealthy Boni are looking for Hypania Minoris for their investments these days as they try to improve the general area. Some say for their own interest's sake. No matter who it is for, Aulus Boy has managed to convince several senators to follow his line on this matter and are demanding that Appius Fabius Habitus takes a personal interest in the matter. Political influence for the sake of religious complexes, additional building slots. By all means, that makes me more popular. I'll do that. About our options, we have some open positions in the Museon, and our academics have started searching for someone to fill the vacant rooms. They have come up with a couple of interesting options and would like our take on the alternatives at hand. Okay. Yuba. Let's see. Okay, so become a citizen. A minor character. It's just a matter of losing money. Seo. Why is that? Master of the Guard. Who has the best management? Assertive. Modest scholar and tactician. Foolish. We don't want her. Scholar selfish. A loving and selfish person. Loving prominent polymath. Okay, we'll do Juba then. Pick you. Or Juba. A blinded man with no eyes. We need a governor for Wenidia. We need to continue converting them. Accident in Weironum. We have been told of a major industrial accident in the extensive works in the vicinity of Weironum in Alpes Carnia. Iron is the main export of the city. It seems the knuckleheads in charge of the site allowed parts of the structural supports to fall into neglect as they tried to keep up with high demand. A huge collapse all but wiped out the working shift of slaves, and the owners have come groveling to the provincial authorities for compensation to help with re-establishing production. The slaves themselves are none too happy with the loss of their friends and family, and naturally cagey about returning to work in such conditions. Without significant repairs, there is no way production can be maintained at anywhere near the previous levels, and the slaves are bound to cause problems without a show of goodwill. Let's go ahead and compensate everyone. Okay, a bunch of stuff just happened. Yes, let's hold the Olympics. Okay. The least corrupt person for this. We'll do you. Oh, well, actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for a year. Oh boy. Who's a follower I could name this after? Oh, come on. No, I don't care. Don't show me the... Why does it do this? Why can't I just... Ah! Activity feed. I'll just pull the activity feed out independently. There. And enlarge it. Okay, who should I name it after? Papa Bray. Let's do Papa Bray. let's do that. Well, it is a new year. Okay. Trade traditions. The provinces. Are there any that are not engaging in free trade? They're all fine. But here's the thing. We need to go ahead and be converting. Wenedia. You need to get converting. Lugia. What is on your head? Kind of headscarf. A minion. Okay. Convert Rugia, which is up here. Now you're converting. Okay, good. Yeah, let's convert everybody who... It's kind of annoying that you get a new governor in a place and they immediately change the objective. Like, it's realistic, it makes sense. But, you know, I wish it was more, you know, it's like, I want to be able to keep it all top down and have it that they don't change it ever. Malacita. Carpentia. This place. Dentia. Presidia. We'll do that. Pamphylia. Testia. Wenedia. Emporia. Zugintia. Oh, you're already 100%. Why did I do that? Acquire wealth. Yeah, if it's 100%, we don't need to go ahead and do anything with that. Sporades. Ionia. Caria. We're now at the 100%. Damn. Asiut. This place. And this place. Tarwan. Armenia. Any place that's 99%. Crete. Laconia. Alana. This place. Wait, that 199%. Yeah, they're converting. Okay. Man, a lot of these places are 100% Hellenic. hell? Syria? Or Syria? South Phoenicia. Philistia. Decapolis. We'll let them be. Colchis. Tara. Western Delta. And we are now converting everybody. As for ethnicity, who is it that's 100% Roman? But could be assimilated. Sorry, 100% Hellenic. Or Hellenistic. Troglodytia, but we don't have enough experience for that. Okay. Let's see if we can go ahead and import just anybody who's Hellenistic. Okay. Religious conversion. They are now 21% Hellenistic. That's good news. Venetia, Rugia, and Lugia. Move every single Hellenic Roman we can into there. So what's the... They are now Hellenic. And then there's Rugia. This is Rugia. Say hello to Rugia. Let's see if we can move some Hellenic people in. Gothonic. Amber. Okay, you're now 66.67% Hellenic. Venetia, Lugia. There's Rugia. I don't get it. Why aren't you converting? We did that. Where's Venetia? You are Venetia. Population assimilation speed. Tribal settlement, no. Provincial legation will build you there. Lugia, how are you doing? You can build another library there. Then there's Rugia. 13 out of 14. There's no cities in that area. Or building a library there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna call that it for construction. Build some ports. Portus Magnus, Neapolis. Actually reduces manpower. Oh. Okay. I'm not interested in building up the Navy. Let's see what nation has the largest Navy in the world. So, yep, we have the largest Navy in the entire Earth. We're fine. Nation overview, government. Telex Alia. Well, we can't do anything about that. Grant 5 holdings. We can go ahead and do that. It'll take an eternity. Well, chat is going to take forever. Let's see, I just need to go ahead and shrink this down. Okay, grant another holding, and it takes forever to load for some bizarre reason. Very poor health for this lady. Better not just crash the game by doing a mechanic that increases the popularity of my character. Come on. I wish I had some viewers to chat to. Yet another holding. Extorting territory. That's what she's scheming to do. So that's 2 territories thus far. Ramos, we're running out of 1 pop territories to hand out. This will be the 3rd one. Two more. It's pretty lame that the game has this kind of, like, it's abandonware. They're not gonna fix it. They really should. They really should visit this game again and like update it and make things that are actually, just try to make it that's actually better. Because there's such obvious ways to improve the game, like dealing with these loading times. Fizkos. So this is the 4th place. Just 1 more after this. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know if there's anything I can do to improve the audio, improve the video visuals. Yeah. 5th place. I'll be moving into a new apartment. If Providence is okay with that, I'll be moving into a new apartment sometime before the end of April. So I won't be streaming much. Not that anybody watches, but I need to move into it. I gotta get a new apartment. And yeah. I'll be doing a tour this morning of a place. And yeah. Okay, that should be all of it. Please. Yes, it is. Alright. Okay. Man, oh, we get 648. Nice. Temple of Yacha. No metropolises. Gad. We can reduce monthly corruption. We want to reduce Dictatorship Zeus. Tier. Governing goddesses. Matrist. Governing god. What is this? Province loyalty. Devas. Okay, is there anything that relates to conversion? There's population assimilation. Nothing related to conversion itself. Assimilation. Okay, is there any level 3 people? Attis. Astarte. Or Astarte. Targatis. Ra, we don't. Mother goddess. That's another mattress thing. Damn. Mother god, like this is ancient stuff. Mattress. Little is known of the Baltic tribes and their religion, and nonetheless records survive, telling of cults worshipping a mother goddess along the Baltic coast. Interesting. It's cool to see. Wait, what does this do? Unintegrated. Oh, yes, unintegrated cultural happiness. We're looking for something that converts. There's nothing like that. Okay. We can't do anything about this. Okay. This better not break. Sorry, who's strong? Yeah, nothing else from that culture group. Boy and Gothonic, right up into marriage can increase their... Yeah, we'll gradually assimilate them. Trade. Military. Yeah, we can raise all our levies. Mercs, diplomacy. Switch back to diplomatic map. Cannot demand tribute. Demand tribute. A loose subject. Cannot cancel the relationship, but they may be integrated diplomatically under certain conditions. Cannot be diplomatically integrated. This place. Demand tribute. Cannot be integrated diplomatically. If they are attacked. Is that wise? Don't tell me we're at war now. Okay. Canutia. So for Parthia, we can wait and eventually see if we can. Yes, they got their aims. $190. Let's see if we can just hand over a gift. The 11th of June. Send another gift. Okay, so we just can't get it up enough. Let's see what people are most tribal vassal. Yes, let's start integration. Thought I heard one of my roommates walking around. Okay. Let's see if we can improve their opinion of us. Okay, there's that. So we did a bunch of diplomacy stuff, technology, characters. Nobody's in prison. Okay. Cool. Where's this place? Yes, of course it's there. Let's see if we can convert them. Can any of this be changed at all? Deaths. Let's pick an augur to do some augury for us. Who's from that family? Like the governor, we need a civics researcher. Let's do a civics researcher. From that family. And we need a governor who's actually good at the job. Is not corrupt. Yeah, let's support it. Egyptian tribute ceases. The tribute has stopped coming in from Egypt. Egyptian people argue that the arrangement of paying for our protection is no longer serving their interests and that they are better off seeking protection by other means, which is nonsense, but we get a claim from it. Oh. And we have a civic advance. Let's do a martial advance. Are you kidding me? Have we unlocked literally everything? It would seem that we pretty much have. Man, we are late in the game. We've unlocked everything. Oratory advances. Okay, we can't get this because our popularity is not good enough. Mercenary alliance. Ooh, don't want that. We gotta get our popularity up. Formalize dependencies, subject opinion of us +5. Formalizing a state of protection with the leadership of our subjects, similar to the system of Sugi under the Romans, goes a long way to easing the minds of our vassals. Sure. In the meantime, you need to get... Oh, this also takes an eternity to... Oh, come on. Bro. I didn't know that sponsoring games would be this difficult. It better not crash the game. is lurking to convert. Incendiary slave speaks in Isara. A hot-headed slave with a talent for oratory by the name of Iakus has been stirring up his fellow bondsmen in the settlement of Isara. The local authorities have so far managed to keep the situation under control, but the brazen fool continues to hold forth on the corruption and unfairness of the political system, with Appius Fabius Habitus receiving honorable mentions. The slave population of the entire province of Belowaikia has by now heard of his exploits. The city elites and slave owners are demanding immediate action to ensure the status quo is not disturbed further, and any slave rebellion is crushed before it can be allowed to foment. Okay, that gives us popularity, the most popularity. Let's do this. Oratory advance. Okay, let's stick with civic advances. Earned manumission, right to religious observance. In most cases, the religion that any given tribe practices is of no consequence to us, therefore giving them limited protection over the rights to practice exotic beliefs and a small price to pay for security. National Tribesman output plus 3%. Let's do that. Divinely guided. Damn. Scythia needs a governor. Let's do Sextus. We just need to convert these regions. A great servant of the Republic, services to the state rendered by Tertius Cariatius are without equal in his generation, even among the great families of our country. Many expect that through his deeds, his line will soon rise to be more influential than our traditional aristocratic lineages. This has not gone unnoticed. Were we to elevate the Cariatius family, it would create turmoil in the aristocracy, likely lead to the disgrace of one of our older lineages. He looks very stern. 84, 92. Let's go ahead and rising from obscurity. Roman fortunes are rising. Over time, our republic has achieved both greater wealth and power. Traditionally, we have relied on the ability, valor, and dignity of our ancient and honorable families. But with rising fortune, there is also ample opportunity for new men of quality to rise beyond their birthright. Contacts certainly help when aspiring to join the elites, and there are certainly some families that the parties in our senates will like us to favor. If we support a candidate endorsed by the parties, it is just as certain that this will upset the current balance of power in the Senate. Among those that aspire to greatness, there is also Boy Prima, a woman who has achieved great power without the support of the parties and who would jump at the opportunity to prove herself. Aulus Boy Prima. We need approval. Let's see. We need most of the populares. Nubia needs a governor. Ugaria Ashera falls ill. Ugaria Ashera has sent word that she has fallen ill. Perhaps if she is wealthy enough, she will seek treatment of her own volition. Otherwise, we could always step in if her condition worsens. Seek treatment. As for Nubia, we need a governor. Oh wow, chematism is now only down there. What's this? Are you telling me that they are... Oh, that's Arabic. Okay. Yeah, got Hebrew over here. Got Hindu. Okay. On with celebrations. A feast for Volumnia Prima. The residents of Priene are holding a celebration in honor of their much-loved governor, Volumnia Prima. Renowned for her beneficence, tolerance, and common sense, it is nice to see our approved candidates validated in such a way. Yes, let's go on with the celebrations. Somebody has died. It's the governor for Syria. Omen. Let's perform a divine sacrifice. We don't really... Let's get those Roman freemen. How are we doing on these objectives? Nothing. Oh, okay. Dominant religion is Hellenic. Just gotta wait to convert these places. African governor who is not corrupt. Good to see the Canaanites withdrawing. Our grandmom prospers. The Council of Agramum have sent an envoy proclaiming that harvests, trade, and taxation have all produced a huge surplus this year. In a splendid show of national spirit, they have decided to offer the additional income to the state. Perhaps we could let them spend the money for their own uses, however. Much appreciated. A Roman citizen. Let's hold the games. That said, we probably should develop those freemen. Can we move some populations in here? Still 4% Hellenic. Okay, civic. Let's do an oratory. Still don't have enough popularity. Mercenary reliance. We do not want that. Lawful treaties. No Casusbelli war cost minus 20%, ensuring that both parties in a diplomatic agreement have fully recognizance of the contents is vital to ensuring fair deals between nations. Hereditary ambassadorship, an approved opinion maximum plus 20%. Appointing new ambassadors every time one of them dies takes up unnecessary and precious time. We should encourage them, take their family with them, and confer ambassadorship to their sons in the event of an accident. Let's do unlawful treaties. Sorry. Or lawful treaties, rather. Somebody died of a heart attack. Guess let's hold the Olympics. Stadium was deserted. Taria. If we might have run a cross that gives us popularity, let's do that. Oh, we can go ahead and move something here. Let's colonize that place. Cool. Defenses. The denizens of the territory of Pinyon have been feuding with their neighbors in Tiasum. As a result, the impressive fortified wall is being erected in Pinyon, quite outdoing the efforts of their rival. As they say, conflict drives innovation. By all means, thank you. Person we can. Oh. Well, the Seleucids and these people are at war. Interesting. The Seleucids have retaken a province. Syria needs a governor. We need to keep the granary. To take Sigartia. Where's Sigartia? Shock. Lut Desert. Where's Sigartia? Okay. Well, in that case, the Seleucids are winning. Bar at Varsha. let's support it. Ooh. Integration of Germanica, Alesia Germanica. Our client, Alesia Germanica, has long upheld Roman ideas in a fair and even-handed manner. It is a matter of course, therefore, that the eventual integration into our state is to be a cause for jubilation. The Alesia Germanica elite have been instrumental in facilitating this union, and many are hoping to find a place within our government. Let's welcome every single last one. Yes, by all means, trade. Okay, it seems they're all trading. Grand. Very good. Now, if India can go ahead and take their war goal, tribal proposition, our tribal neighbor, Marisiana, has started investing a lot of their treasure into the opening of the borders between our two nations. Hopefully this will prove beneficial to us as well. Though their tribesmen are somewhat more unruly than we are used to, we should keep Marisiana in mind, as they can prove good friends in the future as well. Surely only good things can come from this. By all means. Okay, so, Syria. Well, first we need to get a governor for Brittany. And then Syria. Egypt wants to trade with us. Scythia needs a governor. Fugitives cross the borders, fleeing the dreadful war with Rugia. A number of important dignitaries have managed to escape to our lands, hoping to find refuge. Our advisors recommend against giving them asylum due to the fragile political circumstances in our region. Indeed, much favor may be gained with Rugia if we are to finish the job for them. Let's go ahead and put them to death. Don't need more non-Hellenic characters trying to assimilate that region. Okay, seems that the Seleucids are winning this now because they're capturing the war goal. Pannonia needs a governor. I like seeing the hoplite. Oh, I think they just finished. Oh, they're no longer at war. Okay. So Mrs. Seleucids did win and got a little bit of territory. Man. And it seems we have assimilated a bit more of the Matrists. Getting a new election soon. Let's get a few more peeps. Oh, we got an election going on. Let me see. Zoomed in on Spain. Tribune of the plebs. Let's get the most competent governor we can in here. 100 statesmanship. It will pick you, and you're the former consul. No wonder. Tribune of the plebs. Fabia Prima. th Olympiad. Tribal proposition, we'll take it. Deserted stadium. We're just trying to convert this area to Hellenic. Wealthy patron, the city of Iadar, has been often overlooked by the wealthy patrons of our capital. Today, however, Wibius Antius has offered to spend a sizable quantity of wealth on constructing a grand temple to Ceres, or Ceres. He has requested her permission before he embarks upon construction. Loyalty. Yeah, let's do that. Popularity's agenda, restoring public land. The popularies have often targeted the richer elements of our society, seeking to claim the wealth of the upper classes for the masses. Their most recent focus is the head of Sulpicii family, Quintus Sulpicius Barbatus. The Senate floor is abuzz with rumors and accusations of corruption, and the populares are demanding that Quintus return some of their land to its rightful owner, the Republic. Let's do that. Germania needs a governor. We'll do you. Good. Lugia. Lugia, Venetia, okay. Citizens abroad and freemen at home. Some of our citizens have left Phasis Colchis to settle down in our vassal Swabia, settlement of Melocabus, Balaconia. To our big surprise, a group of freemen was sent by Walrand Gundred to settle down in Phasis as well. With our borders open to our vassal, we are sure to see more exchanges between our people, so we can get to know one another better than we already do. I don't know, I'm just hoping to convert this region. To see Pontus Euxinus. Somebody died. made a particularly rotten herring at the age of 75. Disagreement among the highest level. Well, they're both... Who are we? Gnaeus Posthumus. That increases our own popularity. Let's do that. He was a praetor. How do we get that up? Oh, damn, she looks hideous. Just ugly. Let's first get a governor for this place. Then we can worry about this. Let's do that. It's almost a new decade. Fox's game of compromise. Oop. Slight changes. Thucydides has shrunk a bit. Let's see. Needed. Let's get some governors. Let's do the research first. Somebody from that family. Then we can get some competent governors in here. Nubia. Quintus, we'll do you. Decade. So, our objectives. Media. Lugia. And Rugia. Tabria. Osmisia. This place. Armorica. This place. Oops. Carnutia. Here. Frisia. Katia. Peluconia. Chorasmia. Camavia. Osrone. Decapolis. Melitine. Judea is 100% Hellenic. Man. Iris Inferioris. Actually, no, we can do cultural assimilation with that one. Napata. Coel Syria. Or Syria. Now looking for 99%. Syria. North Nubia. Bithynia. 100%. This place. Apeme. Wistulia. This place. Kis Carpathia. Just looking for the 99%. Man, we basically converted most of the, like, pretty much the majority of the empire to Hellenic. Damn. That's nice. Okay, let's scroll down to the 100%. $175 political influence to spend. Sophone can be assimilated. Judea. Armenia. This place. Visitus. Sporades. North Phoenicia. This place. Atlana. Caria. Here. Lemyrene. Socia. Sarmatia. Okay. South Phoenicia. Maria. Here. Satara. Here. Aeolus. Venetia. Arvernia. South Nubia. Lake Lucia. Scania. Pelagonia. Galilee, we can leave that alone. Varia. Galilee's already 100% Hellenic. Carthage. Oh. Can't assimilate them. Let's just see if we can move some more Hellenistic people in Hellenic. 47% Hellenic. Lugia. That's Venetia. We got Lugia. Romans, Hellenic Aboyans, got more Hellenic Romans that can stick in there. Move everybody Hellenic on in. So now it's 98% Hellenic. I don't get why it's not. Oh, we got a movement specifically to the province. Well, I feel like a damn fool. Okay. Hellenic Aboyan. That changed that. Okay. Let's get this. Nice. All right. Grand. We're just gonna move people in. Cool. Okay, I feel like I'm not exactly making progress here. Oh, all I'm doing is just sliding it around. Conquered Lugia, Venetia. Dominant religion in the region. Okay. That's enough of that. Okay. Okay, I'm just sliding stuff around. Hopefully to congratulate just, I don't think I'm gonna be affecting anything by moving populations around. Luzia. It's not Luzia that we care about, it's Nedia. Let's build that. And there's Lugia. We can build another thing here. Farming settlements. Let's assimilate them further. Then there's Rugia. Let's build a couple more libraries. Rugium. Provincial legation there. Crocodopoulos. Okay. Grand Theater. Sex Day. Let's build some marketplaces. Granaries. Amisa. Build some forts. Nice. Then there is settlement buildings. Can't really do anything. Okay. Cool. So we built everything we really could. Government, no objective. Investment. Province of Arcadia. Religious investments. Cool, let's do that in order to satisfy them. Office provinces, laws. I don't have enough political influence to do that. 576. Nothing has changed religiously, really. Macedonian, Boyan, Gathonic, Swabian. Found a colony. Let's go ahead and found a colony. Albiana, Roman colony. The arrival of Roman settlers has hardly endeared the local population to us, but the foundation of a colony in this area is without a doubt the best way to exert control here in the long run. Soon even the local Swabian inhabitants will see how our city will prosper and surpass any previous settlements that they may have had in this area before the land was confiscated. This is for the best. Yeah, it's that region. Okay. Yeah, we can raise all the levies. Opinion. Not that one. Parthia, demand tribute. We can offer client status. At least try to. Yeah, that won't work. Demand tribute. Harkanutia. What is pissing you off? Let's see if we can go ahead and get client status with them. So on the 11th of April. Nothing. Okay. Damn. Swabia. They are a tribal vassal. Can we integrate them at all? No. We can't do it with that. Tribal vassal. We already dealt with them. Macedon. Who hates us the most? War, exhaustion, aggressive expansion, stability, heritage. What is the smallest nation on Earth? Ibasim. Let's go to war with them soon. Okay, once we get 20, we can go ahead and fabricate a claim on them and see about going to war. Just to pass time in a constructive way. Diplomacy, characters imprisoned. Nothing. Need to get his popularity up. Because he's only at 68. Okay, what's next? we're just gonna wait until we get 20 political influence so we can fabricate a claim on a basin. Take those islands that we should have taken back when we were going to war with Carthage, taking it from Spaniards. Skretiska prospers. The Council of Skretiska has sent an envoy proclaiming that harvest trade. Yeah. Let's mount them on a cross. Oh, we can fabricate a claim now. Basin. Fabricate a claim. Politics is a game of compromise. We almost have that claim on a basin. Nice, we got it. Do they even have a navy? 0 ships. We got this. Yeah, there's nothing that can be changed, nothing whatsoever. Research. That's nice. Oratory. We can get a civic advance. Divinely guided. It is a well-known fact among our people that our nation has been guided by the divine itself, and our leadership must therefore be chosen as well. And what fool would oppose something like that? Morale of armies plus 0.25, cohort lead, loyalty chance gain minus 5%. Cool. Plotting in Carwium. A party of the trusted confidence of a Carwium politician named Tesgetius Elitobus has mysteriously arrived in Roma. It has become clear that they are surreptitiously attempting to gain our support for a coup in Carwium that will place Tesgetius as head of an oligarchy. The government of Carwium is sure to hear about their attempts sooner or later. We must decide how to respond to the delegates. A grateful dictator is sure to create Carwium warmth to our own causes, and whether they succeed or fail, Carwium will be weakened. And again, maybe we are above such petty blackguard behavior. Sure, let's spend the money. We have plenty of money. Oh, we have the co-consul has died. Well, she needs to be for bloody murder's sake. Just okay. We gotta get somebody who's from that family. Oh, so that family is just corrupt then. 337th Olympic Games conclude. The Great Olympic Games have come to an end with much rejoicing and celebration. The highlight of this year's Games was during the final race of this Olympiad, the Hoplitodromos, in which the competitors endured a full lap of the stadium clad in full body armor. Theodoros of Macedon crossed the finishing line a good hour after the race began, having stopped to flirt outrageously with a group of giggling maidens. Overall, the victor was declared to be Pukestas Orontids of Seleucid of the Seleucid Empire, a first-time winner of the Olympics whose brawn, virility, and Heraclean vigor are beyond compare, and now he will go down in the annals of history as a champion of the Olympiad. Good news. Okay, let's go to war with that island nation. Army resistance. Maintenance. Got 0 ships. So that's all we need. Scythia needs a person. Yeah. Cool. We got 100% war score, so we can go ahead and take that country. Good news. A construction leader. It's access to stone. So now that island is one of ours. Let's keep waiting to go ahead and convert these people. Filling in the library. As we continue to try to keep the museum up to date on the latest writings and ideas, we have come across a couple of texts that might be of interest to us. One of them is the copy of the Danade tetralogy we have been trying to collect for quite a while, whereas the other one is an unknown version of Iknute, a rare and valuable text. Research points. The rarer the better, that's what the museum is built on. We'll go ahead and do that. And she was killed in a freak accident. Omen. Let's do this one. Seems we're gradually converting them. Only very gradually. Man, it really slows down the computer if I select a province in the religion map mode. researcher needed. Let's go ahead and get somebody from that family that is aggrieved. Pick you. We need somebody from that family that is again aggrieved. We'll do you. Celtica can be somebody who has an ounce of competence. Oh, hold on. We accomplished an objective. Praise. Grand news. Convert Rugia. The anti-family. Fabier. Who are we at the moment? Nice Posthumus. What family is he? Where are you? Creati. Nice Posthumus. Do you even have a family? Okay. Postimius. And he looks like that. So why can't I see him? Damn. So a consul's not part of any family, really. The anti... Fabi or anti? Fabi or anti, so... Let's hand it over to the Fabi. Gotta pull all that off first. Yeah, we gotta assimilate Venetia and that other place. I just slid it around a little bit. Lugia. Bro, that's just dumb. No, it's not dumb. It's fine. It's like it's understandable. I just want to be able to assimilate the place and accomplish those objectives. It's just damn difficult war refugees. Gothonic citizen, Gothonic freeman. No, we'll demand that they return. What's the popularity of a ruler? Oh, he's 100% popular. Next time I get a research available, I really should get that. Because he's 100% popular, I can go ahead and get that one research that leads to dictatorship. I can start deifying rulers. Cool to see that they're gradually converting. Embezzler. Kailus Antius Tulus has been caught red-handed using his status to make some particularly shitty business deals. While punishment must be meted out, must decide how severe it should be. That gives us more popularity. Kensor, from that aggrieved family. Put him back in office again. What is our popularity like? Still 100, still 100. And the researchers are taking an eternity. Flogged. Red-handed Savlansco Decius Volumnius was discovered helping himself to a sizable quantity of gold from the national treasury. This is clearly a serious crime. However, there is something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. We will have him flogged. Still 100. Something's going on. Oh, nothing. I wonder if there's a foreign war going on at all. Yeah, they're going have a war. Guess let's hold the Olympics. Abundant produce. The provincial officials of Attica report that the district has seen an unprecedented harvest this year, with great jubilations for a series or cardays being held in settlements large and small. These extra unexpected revenues could help bolster the food reserves of the province, but then again, such a gift from the gods is surely intended to benefit the entire Roman people. Bread. Anger. 5. Seeking a patron. As custom dictates, the eager yet politically inexperienced Titus, while Luminous has approached us in obeisance asking for formal patronage. Such a request carries few practical duties, but would increase the standing of Titus among his peers. Such a benevolent action may also integrate us with the Roman elite. Yes, let's get the popularity. And he's once again popular. No, we need you to convert them. Convert here. Aquitania. Let's put them down and get the popularity. Aeneas falls ill. We can't have you die, my man. What is this? Dysentery. Seek treatment. More popular. Come on, we just need that research. No, no, no. Okay. Shakrikhan gratitude. The protection we have offered Shakrikhan may have made a lasting impression on the people. They have approached us asking to be more closely integrated into our country. By all means, we become a client state. Wikianum is prospering. Colossal construct has had unexpected benefits in Wicanum. It is now a pure euphoria to traverse the market district and see delighted citizens prosper. We anticipated that morale would be strengthened in the region, but to this extent no one imagined. This gives us a great opportunity to capitalize on the momentum we have now. Let's ensure his popularity. Abroad. Let's get another research. Come on. Tools of the establishment. The victory of known populist Gnaeus Postumius in the consular elections was always going to be a source of great consternation among the more traditional factions of the Senate, but it has become clear that the nomination of co-consul Dictatorship Voluminus was in fact a shrewd maneuver ensured by the oligarchs to tie the populist's hand while government. Naturally, Gnaeus is not best pleased nor willing to allow Decius, who he has run up against previously in his political career, to get in his way. Among the first motions proposed by Gnaeus is a moderate and carefully reasoned bill to ensuring that serving veterans are granted land upon completing their service. In a childish attempt to block the legislation, almost half the Senate House stand and leave the House, attempting to prevent the bill from being heard. I'm not going to go ahead and lose popularity. Progress in the Senate. Unable to pass the needed reforms through a stifled Senate, Consul Naius has decided to take his bill directly to the Assembly of Soldiers and attempt to have his measure approved without the Senate's approval in a public gesture of defiance against the entrenched elites. The Assembly, being made up almost entirely of ex-soldiers, is almost certain to sanction the legislation granting land to returning veterans, and there is much popular support for the laws in Roma. Co-consul Decius, however, has been quick to respond, garnering the support of several tribunes, no doubt illicitly, in order to quash the act by veto. It seems Decius and his supporters are as determined to suppress the legislation as the populace are to impel it. Loses loyalty. I don't want to hand him popularity, I want to keep my popularity. The year of Naius. As expected, the wide popular support gathered by Consul Decius and his populist allies daunted the tribunes who rely on popular support for their seats. Incensed, co-consul Decius spuriously attempted to have the legislation blocked for religious reasons in a last-ditch effort to block the assembly. He was reportedly accosted by a mob on his way to the Temple of Jupiter, who descended on his entourage, destroyed his symbols of office, and covered him with the excrement as the vote was carried in the assembly. The stricken Decius later came before the Senate, making a formal complaint and requesting the bill to be revoked, but received no support. Humiliated, he has now stopped attending the Senate altogether, leading some question whether the consul can now be considered sole ruler. That's what you get. Let's go ahead and increase our own popularity. Oh no, we have elections coming up. Crap. I just want this technology soon. Too late. And is she popular? No. Germania needs a governor from that aggrieved family. We had a 100% popular guy, and we had to have an election. 75%. Civic advances. It has to be 90. Well, damn. Oh, she's sponsoring games. That's good. Let's generate some Roman freemen. Something's going on. Nothing's going on. Okay. Great servant of the Republic. The services of the states rendered by posthumous Octavius. What we want is popularity. Sulpicius, Fabius. Yeah. Nubia. Let's put the former consul in there. Okay, Arabia needs a governor. Put the former co-consul in there. governor. Oh, good. We converted another place. Monolith of Basim has been completed. Oh. Behold, the monolith of Basim is completed at last. Our hard work, has finally come to fruition. A construction of this magnitude is an achievement in itself, but also the interior is decorated with the finest artwork produced by our people. It truly represents our greatest nation's grandeur and might. In a way that nothing else could, it is truly a glorious sight. Popularity. Stability. Stability is good. We're getting popularity either way. Influence of the Walumina family. The fate of the Republic and the wait. That's her. That is... Walumina Secunda. Oh, okay. The fate of the Republic and that of the Walumina family is and always will be intertwined. It is therefore a matter of great urgency. There are currently not enough Waluminian presence of quality ready to shoulder the responsibility of the state. Recognizing our plight, 2 of our loyal clients have offered to fill the place that currently cannot be filled by anyone in the right birth. 24. Let's do Olezus. Because he's more popular. Yes, adopt the name. Okay, new decade soon. How is she doing? 98, that's good. I'm able to get that research. And we have a martial advance, which means we should be able to do that oratory advance. Ensure national stability. Nobody else in our government has what it takes to ensure that our precious constitution remains pure of spirit. For the good of the Republic, we must ensure a stable future. Princeps Civitatis plus 45. Monthly stability change. Request line of succession. Demand line of succession. Populares need to have popularity. 80% support. $50 tyranny. Okay, let's equal to 80 support. How do we increase popularity's support? We need to increase popular. Oh, we gotta get support from the populares. Okay. Confiscation. Approval. So that's approval it's looking for. Good. Yeah, let's look at the games. Milkiram the Slave. For the last few days, the dark corners of the Senate House have been abuzz with the whispers of huddled relics resembling senators. An ambitious freedman of the Libertini has managed to make his way from the alleys of Menteso to the Assembly of Rama, winning local elections with wide popular support. Whether his success can be attributed to merit or more nefarious means has been a hot topic among his detractors, but in any case, Milkiram and his supporters are demanding to be granted an office befitting his talents. Naturally, the more traditional members of the house are loath to tolerate his presence at all, and feel the promotion of former slaves demeans their nobility, such as it is. Populares. Let's get the approval of the populares. Let's do a civic advance before we head off to civil war. Honestly, we've basically unlocked everything. Earned manumission, granting the right for publicly owned slaves to earn their freedom is an incentive for slaves to be calm and productive throughout their working lives. National slave output plus 3%. Let's do that. Crucifixion. That's on the docket. It would seem that it is time to go ahead and manipulate some stuff. Slave labor. What does this do? Cool. All right. Lucia, okay. Rogia, Pisidia, Titania, Sinonia, Izia, Turgia, Euphrasia. Celtica. Belowakia. Nerwia. Doesn't look good. Pamphylia. Katia. Los Hermanos. Cubia. Melias. Lemwokia. Scambria. Aria. Isoria. Troglodytia. We're at the 100% zone. Napata. Kataria. Palmyrene. Lycia. Here. Nea. These are all 100%. Damn, 100% Hellenic. Scroll down to 100%. See about 62 political influence to spend. Troglodytia. Decapolis. Judea. Latine. Pornia. Latium can be assimilated by all means. Sporades. This place. Colchis. Europa. Kataria. No, you need to be converted. And we're not going to have enough. Okay. Well, I cocked that up. What's the two provinces again? Venetia. So this place. That cocked it up, so let's see about Lugia. course we messed that up. Ah. Babylonian. Median, Parthian, Macedonian, Armenian. Okay. And then there are buildings that we can do. Let's convert them faster. Vitrification. Great Temple. Let's do some libraries. Works. Kizzy, well. C-Day. Smyrna. Should be good. Great Theater. Marketplace. Granary. Aqueduct. court of law. And fortresses here. Should be good enough. Are you trading? Yes, you are. Okay. Aristocratic Republic. The year of Illumina and Secunda. Secunda and Kalus. In income. Civic tech investment. National slave output. Dictan Zeus. Gad. Tier. Atacartis. Atargatis. Astartatis. Nothing useful. Sarhustron. Do we have anybody from that ethnicity? That ethnic group? Nah, not really. Okay. Macedonian, Boyan, Chthonic, right of intermarriage. That will help. Diplomacy. Start integration. So they could become part of the Empire. All the way over there. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's keep the tyranny. Still nothing. These people need governors from that aggrieved family. Obsessive. Politics. We're trying to go ahead and do diplomacy. Macedonia. Still nothing. Germania needs a governor. From that family. You. Offer client status. So now we have another client we can integrate eventually. And that is Macedon. What is the nation with the teeniest population, who we basically can go ahead and fabricate a claim on? It is you, Kataria. Singled and imprisoned person. Grand. Okay. Go maybe for like 3 more minutes. What's going on? Ah, we have a new governor. And they're bony. Will this allow us to get AD support? Friend of the Pontifex Maximus, Antonia Secunda. Friend of the Pontifex Maximus. Where are you? Is there a way to find you? Antonia Secunda. Antonia Secunda. Okay. She has the most faith. And they are now satisfied. Good. Good, we get approval from them. Yes, let's celebrate. Bonnie and Jet approved the province. Oh, we're not wasting our time on that. Kataria. Civic advances. Hmm. 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 Should we start a civil war? Let's demand a line of succession. We will be forced into civil war. The will of the people mandates a strong hereditary succession. Let's start this civil war. This will take time. That's a lot of trade that's come to an end. Roman Revolt. Fourth Roman Civil War. Cool. And it has a different color as well. Lack of a governor. Monthly legitimacy. Mercenary army maintenance. Marshal. Cancellarius, royal tutor. Marshal, master of the guard, high priest, court philosopher, steward and physician. idea slots. Don't have enough for this. Dictatorship. Dictatorship, a former totalitarian government. A dictatorship places political power in the hands of a single individual. Imperial ambition. To the Roman Empire. Penelope of Alexander the Great. Ooh, we don't have a whole lot of money. So we're gonna need to raise all of our levies. Any islands? No navy, okay. Tender support. This character is a pretender to the throne. Line of succession pretenders. Kings patronize the arts, demand oaths of allegiance. Status Fabius Orchellus. Legitimacy. Heir apparent. A Roman coronation ceremony is meant to be one of the grandest and most memorable events of a lifetime, but not all coronations are equal. While everyone is going through the motions expected of them, there are whispers among the onlookers. The fact that Fabia Prima will remain as the reins of the country, with Statius Fabius Marulus sharing the title, is causing ridicule in the streets, but also inspiring far less savory emotions in the royal palace. They will accept it in time. Can't believe I'm fighting a civil war to basically establish a dictatorship. never played a monarchy before, so this is going to be interesting. Let's wait until the after the war. Yeah, we need the sufficient amount. Why am I trying to conquer territory when I should be defeating these armies? Damn it. You're a bit preoccupied. Get over here. There. And a basis. Oh, they have 600k there. How are they winning? weird squawk coming out of there. $171. That'll be good. Okay. I'm gonna have to call it quits here. Hold on, let me write down the time. Date. And it's currently 573. Sorry, 579. Yeah, Justinian the Great would have been dead by now. And here we are fighting a civil war to go ahead and establish the empire. Hello, testing. I don't know what I messed up, but I'm gonna have to fight a civil war, and it's gonna be a long slog. We've been recording for 3 hours and 40 minutes, man, and I got a house tour this morning, if anything. So, wish me luck with that. Hopefully I'll be able to broadcast from a new house next time you see this. Have a good night.